Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today is going to be another Project Pan update, including the closing out of my summer Project Pan and the intro to my fall Project Pan. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, if you are just tuning in to any of my Project Pan videos, then I want to go ahead and explain that this year I was doing seasonal Project Pans. So that means I was doing 3-month-long Project Pans and trying to get through or get progress on as many items as possible. This is because my collection has pretty much been nicely culled down to like a decent amount of products for me personally. So I don't have a ton of things that I'm really wanting to get through. It's more making progress on things so that everything is getting use. So I'm going to go ahead and start off by going through the final tallies for my summer Project Pan. I do have an empty, so hooray, that's very exciting. And then we're going to introduce the items that I'm going to be trying to finish up in the last 3 months of 2023. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. Now, I don't know where the container to this went. I must have put it in my empties, but I can't find it. But I did complete this on September 4th. I used it 2 more times in September for a total of 15 uses, and it is done. So that is an empty. I must have like thrown it away. I really can't remember. I don't know where the packaging is, so sorry about that, but that one is done. The next item is my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, so I'm going to put progress pictures right here, but I did use this 3 more times in September, so there's probably like minimal, if any, use, but here is what we are looking like now at the start of October. So I am very pleased that I was able to expand the pan on this. I'm going to continue working on it through next year, perhaps get it panned, we'll see, but I am enjoying it. I still really like using this on like my lighter makeup days, so happy to have gotten a little bit more use out of this. And I did actually use this 18 times throughout the course of this project, so that is 18 more uses than it would have gotten had I not included it. Next up, we have the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Puff. So I am going to go ahead and show you the progress lines here, but this is officially done. It is impossible to get any more product out of this, so I'm calling this finished. There might be some left in there. I'm not interested in cutting it open and making a huge giant mess, but I did use this 12 times in September and officially finished it yesterday, which was actually September 30th. So it is done, and I used it a total of 33 times during the project, and it is done. So yay, I can move this one out of my collection. Then I had another blush. It is from my Benefit Blush Bar palette, and it is the shade Gold Rush. So I'm going to go ahead and put the progress pictures right here for you. Now, there is just the tiniest bit of product left in here, so I don't know if you can even see, but it's sitting in the corners. So my goal is going to be to get that finished. I'm actually going to be carrying this over into my fall project because I want this completely done. I am not going to pull the mesh out on this because this is the kind of blush that is just going to crumble to pieces. So I'm just going to work on finishing up those corners there. I actually used it as an eyeshadow today. That's probably how I'm going to have to finish this up because it is almost impossible to get on like a blush brush. But yes, this will probably hopefully be done by the end of October, and then I'll see about potentially moving something into its place, but I haven't quite decided. Now, I did use this 12 times in September, so hopefully 1 more month of use and it will be done. Next up, I have the shade Marzipan, which is from my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I'm going to put progress pictures right here. This one is very hard to show on camera because it's like dead in the center of this palette, but it is this shade right here. So you can see I do have a decent amount of pan there. This is another one that's going to be rolling over into the fall project pan because I really want to finish this shade. This is a palette that I have had for a very, very long time. This is probably the second oldest palette in my collection. And once I finish Marzipan, I'm actually going to declutter this. That is because I just really have not touched any of the other shades in here with the exception of White Chocolate, which is this like buff colored one right here. That's pretty much it. I really haven't touched this in a very, very long time, but I love that shade and I want to finish it up. So you will see this one again in the fall project, but I did use Marzipan 11 times in September. So hopefully focusing for another 3 months on this will get it completely gone. I actually think I'm to the point where I might have to repress it after this first month. The next item I have is this Bite Agave Lip Mask. It is an overnight lip treatment. I have been tracking progress. So if you can see that lower line, it's like a shiny green color. That is where we are right now on October 1st. My goal again will be to finish this by the end of the year. So this is another one that is rolling over, but I am now down to like the thinnest part of the tube. So I think this should be easy to get done by the end of December, but I did use this a total of 18 times in September. So pretty good. Hopefully I can continue that and get it gone. The next item I have is this Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. This is a lip gloss. Now, I did not mark anything for October because it's right, there's like the tiniest bit left. You can probably see it. Like there's just the tiniest bit left of this at the very bottom, but I couldn't mark it. I couldn't get the nail polish to cooperate, so I didn't mark it, but I am going to finish this. I'm going to finish this month, possibly within even the first week because there really is not very much product left in here. I am not going to pull the stopper out, so I'm not going to completely clear it out, but when I can no longer pick anything up on the doe foot, we're calling it done. This is not rolling over into the final project pan of 2023. This is just going to be like an addition to that project, but this will be done, which will be so exciting for me because if you know anything about my makeup habits, you know I am terrible about using up lip products. So this would be a very big accomplishment. And I did use this 15 times in September, so pretty darn good. And the last item from my summer project pan was a perfume. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the progress marks. Now, this perfume is completely finished and I did use it 14 times in the month of September. Now that works out to a total of 52 uses. This one was not all the way full. So it was right here at that purple mark right there. And then I did use it up over the course of the 3 months. So this one's gone. It was a decent scent, very floral. This is the scent Florence. It is from Taka. I just realized I forgot to say that. I didn't love it, but it was fine. It was good enough to finish up, but I would not repurchase it. Okay, so now we have gone over everything from the summer project pan and we're going to now dive into what my project pan is looking like for the final 3 months of 2023. This will be my fall project pan, the final one of the year, and my goal is going to be to finish up all of the products that I have in this project. So it's not just a usage goal, it's not just hitting pan, it's completing them, finishing them in their entirety. So we will see how it goes. Let me go ahead and take you through the items. So the first one is one that I literally just talked about. It is the Bite Agave Intensive Lip Mask. So it is this one right here, which I marked. My goal will be to finish it up. I am not even sure that this will necessarily last the full 3 months, but we will see. And I cannot wait to get it finished and out of my collection. The second item is returning from, I believe, my winter project, and that is another Bite lip gloss. Now, I've been doing well with the Fenty one, so I would really like to be able to finish another one, but this is the Bite Yeasayer Lip Gloss in Guava Puff. Again, Bite has gone out of business, so you can't get these products anymore, but what I really love about this one is the dispenser, because it is a twist-up one instead of a doe foot, and you can easily track the progress on this. So my goal, again, is to finish this up. I have not marked this again since the last time I marked it, which was at the end of the winter project. So that yellow line is kind of where we're starting. The product is slanted in here right now because it was laying down. So it is a little under that yellow line, but it's what we're going with. And I cannot wait to get this done. I actually quite enjoy this lip gloss. So hopefully I will have as good of luck with this one as I have with the Fenty. The next item is a lipstick. However, I am using it as a cream blush. Again, this is a rollover from a previous project. This is the Buxom Full On Lipstick in the shade Las Vegas. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll it out for you. I will be tracking this one on a piece of paper just to show usage, but here is what I've got left. Now, it looks like a lot. However, I actually used quite a lot of this the first time around. There was just like 1 month where I didn't touch it, so it got like no use. But when I do use this regularly, it goes pretty quick. So hopefully I can get this one finished as well. This is a very old lipstick that I've had for a very, very long time, so I would love to get it out of my collection. Then again, we have that Gold Rush blush from my Benefit Blush Bar palette. You've already seen it. You've already heard me talk about it, but I do want to get it done hopefully in October. And because I am pretty sure that one will be done in a decent amount of time, I am putting another blush in this project, which is the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Quirky. This is a peach shade. I have already repressed it. Now, this was not in a previous project this year, but I was using it in like various makeup baskets, but there's very little product left in here, so I feel like I should be able to get it done by the end of the year. The next item again is one I just talked about. It is the shade Marzipan from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. You already know why I am trying to pan it and get it done by the end of the year, so I am not going to repeat myself. We also have another perfume because I have done one perfume per project. So this is the perfume I am going to be working on. This is the Coach Poppy Wildflower Eau de Parfum. This is a rollerball perfume. The scent does not last forever. I put it on this morning, I can actually still smell it. So maybe this one lasts a little bit longer than other Coach ones I have used. This one I feel like is like the perfect fall and winter scent. It's a little bit darker, a little bit muskier. I really, really like it, and I am hoping that I can get this done. Now, I didn't mark this container at all because the perfume is literally sitting at the top. So any progress, you know, I'll just mark after the fact. We'll mark it again on November 1st and then December 1st, but I hadn't even touched this really. I didn't realize this one has not really been touched. So hopefully I can get it done in the 3 months. We will see. I did already finish one of these, but I had used it prior to the start of putting it in the project. So we'll just play it by ear. I don't mind carrying this over into the new year if I have to, but I would love for it to be done. Now the last item on my project pan is a little bit different because it is an assortment of sheet masks. Now I'm going to take you through them and talk about them, but some of these have been up in my cabinet for a while and I need to get them done. They are almost all hydrating type masks of some sort, but there are 10 of them in total. So I will be just marking a tally each time I use one of them up, and obviously 10 is the goal to use up. So the first one I have is from Garnier. It is the Moisture Bomb Tissue Mask. The next one is from Dermal. It is their Aloe Collagen Essence Mask. Then I have the Pacifica Pollution Fight Blue Algae Urban Defense Facial Mask. I have the Garnier Moisture Bomb Sheet Mask. This one is different than the other one because it's in a pink package. Let's see. Okay, so this one says Super Hydrating Plus Soothing. This one says Super Hydrating Plus Rebalancing. So these were a friend from the UK actually. So those are the two on there, but that's 4 total. Next up, I've got the Dermal Gold Collagen Essence Mask. Then the Real Nature Green Tea Face Mask. And then these were given to me several years ago by a friend. Again, they came like in a set. They are Harry Potter themed masks. So we have a Hedwig mask, we have a Harry Potter mask, and we have a Luna Lovegood mask. And they came in like a 3 set. I haven't touched them, but they're all just supposedly moisturizing masks, I believe. So that's those. And then the last one is not a face mask, it is an eye mask, and it is from Sephora. It is the Sephora Pearl eye masks. So it looks like this. And those are the 10 sheet masks that I am hoping to get used up. I would just really like to clear out the collection and then start again fresh in 2023 rather than continuing to carry these over. There are also a few sample packs of some things that I might potentially also want to get finished depending on how I do with these, so you may see those introduced later on. But for right now, we're gonna focus on these 10 and hope that I can get them done. Okay, y'all, so that is my fall project pan for 2023. I do think that this is doable. Hopefully I will have quite a few empties to share with you by the end of this 3 months. I'm very excited to see what I can get used up and moved out of my collection. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.